9 seconds.
It's my spark.
We're live.
Hey everyone, welcome to ConCarolinas Television. I am your host, Bronner, along with the lovely co-host.
Ray.
Oh, you called me lovely. That's great.
Two
Thanks.
very special guests. We actually have a
Dos.
pinch hitter. We've got Sean joining us today.
Wearing his bathrobe or something along those lines.
It's a hoodie.
Oh, it's a thing.
This is an assembly of a Roogs.
It's like 90 degrees outside, bruh.
It's cold in here.
know.
His AC
he's
works
probably got,
good.
Oh, I've been to his house. His
Essential,
air
yeah.
conditioner works good.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his air conditioner's oversized for his, you know.
Are
Hey,
you
you can
saying
never
that
have
he's
too much air conditioner.
Compensating for something?
He is overcompensating.
Yeah, for my
something.
heater.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just a tiny bit.
We also have a bear face with us.
great
big bear.
Hey guys, thanks for
Sid's
having
bear
me
is
back on.
going to be
Yeah,
taking
we missed
over our
you.
Saturday.
We missed you.
I am. I'm
We needed
glad.
to have you on.
I like being on the podcast with you guys. It's fun.
Yeah, it's different.
It
See,
is,
we're not.
It is. It's.
We like you
We
being on
don't
podcast.
block your,
Yeah.
pop scare.
Yeah, we don't.
it's less chaotic.
Stunt
Less
your
chaotic.
your
Mhm,
music,
mhm.
Right? Your creativity.
your dance party. We'll
Yeah.
let you have your
we,
dance
we will
party.
not cut your dance party short.
Mhm.
But the thing we
You can
like
dance if you want
about
to.
Bear coming onto the show is that it gives us another perspective. I mean, we are not gamers, Ray or I. So, like, going to watch the gaming podcast, yeah, a lot of it's fun because you get to hear Nev and Bear and everybody.
Commentary. I go for
Yeah.
the commentary.
Like, I
Mhm.
went, like,
Yeah.
what is that? Freaky Friday, Fembot Friday, right?
Oh
Hopes?
yes. Yeah. Hope's.
Yeah.
Femboy Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, Femboy Friday.
Freaky Femboy Friday. Yeah.
Right. So I went and watched that because hilarious. I mean, from start to finish. I mean, there was just, just
We have good
the
content.
way it's explained. It's very nice.
I mean,
I like
sometimes. I'm still waiting
Just a
for
little bit.
Monday and Wednesday to catch up.
approval.
Oh, how many times have you heard this? Hey guys, are you going to do content?
Yeah, I may have said it a few times. It's come out a few
Content.
times, yeah.
Femboy
mean,
Freak Out
yes.
Friday. That's
Yes.
what it is.
There it
Thanks,
is.
Jay.
There it is.
Mwah.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't had Jay on the show yet either. So
We
you know what?
haven't. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
pull
a
up your
fantastic
bootstraps.
idea. Hey, Jay.
Jay, you're coming.
Do you want Jay or do you want Dwayne? Because that's a whole different
Ooh.
experience.
It is
That-
really.
that is a
I've
whole
seen them
different
both
thing.
in action.
I feel like we
and
should have both.
Mhm.
I think we should have a hybrid.
There you go.
You want to have two boxes, one for Dwayne and one for
And what for
You could
Jay?
you could just go like this.
Oh man.
Mhm.
And just
Yeah,
make
just,
them constantly change. Like
Yeah,
ask them a question
just-
over here, then over there.
We can do
Like,
that.
hey,
We can totally
Dwayne,
make that
what do you
happen.
think?
I cannot wait for
Thank
an
you
argument
for
to
the
happen
smooches.
between Jay and
Hey,
Dwayne.
Oh, it
That
would totally
would
happen.
just be
The
that would be
argument.
amazing. Yeah.
Yes, we need to make
Mhm.
this happen.
Mhm.
Dwayne.
But just so we can acknowledge
Yeah.
people that are
Oh,
in the
yes.
chat right now, I want to acknowledge Malls Dolls. Hi there. And then
Malls Dolls.
Cosplayer. Hello. And we said hi to Jay. And I don't know.
And
Kagome.
Gomez here.
Hello.
Kagome,
Save the
yes,
best for last.
absolutely.
Saving the
Mhm.
best for last. I don't know who else is Bates.
Oh,
Bates?
I see
Oh,
Bates.
Bates.
just popped in.
I see
Hey,
some
Bates.
Bates. Yeah. So it's a party over here, a party over there. But
Right.
we what we wanted to talk about today was kind of letting you know how it's Pride this weekend or this month,
yeah.
right? So not that we want to let that Pride flag fly kind of thing on the show, but we want to let your geek flag fly. Which that a lot of the times they kind
See
of
what you did there.
they kind of
Mhm.
work hand in hand with each other. So
But a lot of it is just being
hey,
about
April.
proud of who you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Disclaimer, just kind of the inspiration for this episode. Today is the 21st anniversary of my dad's passing.
Aw.
And
Oh,
growing up, my dad was that dad that embarrassed the shit out of me. He was goofy and he was just
Mhm.
him. He was unapologetically himself.
Yeah.
So as a kid, you're traumatized. I had a lot of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried so hard to be different and to be normal and to fit in. But as I got older, I realized I'm not normal. I don't fit in. And I'm totally okay with that.
Me too.
Yes.
And
That's. Mm-hmm.
no matter what your geek is, if it's gaming, if it's D&D, if it's, books, fantasy
Mm-hmm.
novels, whatever it
Science
is,
fiction, if you're a Trekkie, if you're
the
whatever you do,
the
Star
geek
Wars.
like community is the
Mm-hmm.
most inclusive, most just be yourself. And I just found
Yes.
like my home there. And it was great.
Yeah.
So,
Love that.
it
And
took a
that's what I
while.
love about this platform is because we're ConCarolinas television and we represent a multi-fandom con, which really brings all kinds of different genres, I guess you can call them, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Niche,
it, and
different
it
niches.
Mm-hmm.
and it brings them
Niche.
all together
Yes.
for a really wonderful time. And we just want to continue the party all year long. We're not going
Absolutely.
anywhere.
I like that
Heck
word. I'm
yeah.
going to use it
Yes.
inappropriately.
Which one?
Niche.
Niche?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good word.
I want to be in your niche.
We are the
That's a
knights
whole
that
different.
say
No, that's a Friday night
I want.
podcast.
That is
Mm-hmm.
Dinks for
I
Yes.
bring
sure.
you
yes.
a
Well,
Mm-hmm.
shrubbery.
she got a whole lot
Shrubberies.
of hugs for that.
Yes.
So let me
Shrubbery.
ask you, Sean. Let's start with you
Yes.
for
All right.
instance. When did you realize, and what? How did your
Geekdom
geek?
grow.
Yeah, how did your geek kind of manifest itself?
Oh, from the very beginning, I have always been a geek. It has been. I never knew there was anything but geek, and for
I
a
didn't
while. Um,
You know, the people that were picking on you, those are the
those
people
were the
that
ones
weren't
that were not.
geeks.
Those are the
Yes,
not geeks.
those are the not geeks. I
Right.
was always a geek. I looked like a geek, like the stereotypical geek.
Why did you say
From
that
the
past tense? Just kidding.
that's a good point. With this,
Yeah, I mean,
um,
The ears are a dead
With
giveaway.
the more cowbell thing
they
going
are
on.
they are. I grew up. So my dad is a electronic. He's a, he's a smart guy. He knows computers and electronics.
Engineerish.
Yeah. And
Yes,
I had a
Arun.
computer.
Damn.
I had my own computer before most
aren't you
people
so
had a
proud?
computer in their home. I had my own
Hi,
computer.
Rubes.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Roogs. Um. So we were.
Oh.
Take them off.
What? They
Ixnay
are.
on the
God
ear
gives
A.
sense.
They are. They are.
He's petting them.
I am. Woosah,
He's fondling them.
woosah. I am. So I had.
Woosah.
I've always had a computer in my room. We networked
Doghouse.
games.
Barn.
We had a LAN
Me
party
too.
in our house before LAN parties were a thing. So,
StarCraft.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
StarCraft.
I did it.
yes.
Minecraft or
Yes.
Warcraft, StarCraft.
StarCraft. Yeah,
Mhm.
StarCraft 2, Warcraft.
What about Alien versus Predator?
No, we never. No, we never really got into that one. Chuck Yeager's Flight Simulator.
Oh,
That's my dad's a huge flight simulator guy.
I remember
Uh,
that.
Well,
Yeah. So yeah, we were doing LAN parties before that was a thing. I used to run back and forth with my dad and older brother were playing, from computer to computer and tell each other where the other person was. I was like a double agent.
Were you getting paid?
No,
I loved
no.
me some StarCraft though. That was an amazing
Yes.
game.
Yeah. So I've
It's been so
always
long since
I've
I've
always
done
been a geek.
StarCraft
I
LAN
embraced
party.
my geekdom early on.
Yeah.
So what category would you put yourself in? Computer geek?
Yeah, computer tech, gadget. Like I consider myself a gadget geek. I mean, you wanna. I get my hands on. I love cutting edge tech. I love getting my hands on things like
You're a
the
gizmo.
bleeding edge of tech. I like to play around with that stuff. So yeah.
I
Hmm.
repel technology.
We were talking about me getting a go-go gadget step stool for the cobwebs in the house.
We're gonna get an
Ooh.
attachment
My legs.
for the leg.
Yeah, so
It's
if you
gonna be a
could
gadget leg.
come up with a
Oh,
design.
there you go.
All right.
A
So enough
hydraulic
about
lift
me.
thing. There you go.
Yes.
All right. What
Yeah.
about bear?
Hi.
I know Bear's after
Hi
my
there.
own
So-
heart, though. D&D. Come on.
Yes.
Bring it
So
home.
I actually was kind of a late bloomer. I was not an initial geek. I started kind of getting into it and embracing it more in like junior high. One of my teachers
Oh no, I was late.
had she had a place in the back of the class where if you were done with all your work, you could go take apart a computer. You didn't have to try to put it back
Ooh.
together. But yeah, so that really kind of got me into it, and
Hmm.
it just kind of spread from there. That that interest in technology, and it spread into more nerdy things like Magic and D&D and gaming. So
Magic is one of those things I never got into.
yeah,
Did
No?
you
oh man, it's good.
you played Magic
Yep.
or still do? I saw a box behind you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nope.
there's
Oh yeah, I got my commander deck right here just in case. You know, never know.
Commander's my favorite
So.
format. I'm gonna
Yes.
say that right here, right now. But
Yes.
I won't spend my money. And we're gonna do a whole episode on that next week. Collectible card games versus living card games. Which is going to be a very interesting because I'm of
Because I have strong feelings.
yeah.
about it.
I mean, we are
Oh.
very polar. We are very polar. Like we're approaching it on the same front, but for what most people do, because Magic, of course, is the I don't know flagship of
standard.
card games.
Yeah, flagship. I think
It
flagship's
is.
a
Yeah,
good.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is definitely the
Mhm.
flagship. It's what's that the standard for
and it's
a lot of them out there. So
not the best. I'm just
It's
going to
not.
tell you that
No,
right
It's
now.
really not.
But
I played Force of
my
Will for a little while. That was kind of fun.
Force of
so my
Will?
playmat is actually the Force of Will playmat. So
The thing I liked about Force of Will is the characters. Like they did a lot of twists on fairy tales.
Ooh.
oh,
Like they had
I
one
don't
was
like
like the Ashen Cinderella. It was just really the artwork was phenomenal. And the twist on the characters was really good. But it was for me the part of the reason I haven't gotten to TCGs even as an adult is it's the money. It's a money sink.
Yes.
You
It
will
really is.
just blow
I
through
was
so much
Poe.
money.
And it's just like continues and continues.
Yeah, especially if
Once
you want
you
to play
start that rabbit
competitively.
hole.
Because I know I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is the same way for other TCGs, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. But like with Force of Will, to compete, you had to have certain decks, and there was a certain point where those decks
Boom.
aged out, and you
Yep.
had you could only play with
They
certain
age
levels.
them out on purpose.
So-
Well, that's what I mean. Is that's what they did.
and that's why I like the commander format because they don't age out the cards because you can only have one card in your
Mhm.
deck of each thing. So they don't age those out. They will add some to a ban list every once in a while, but it's not
Cardboard
nearly
crack
as
for
bad.
sure.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And they do get expensive. Like my commander deck right here is my most expensive one. I probably have $300 to $400 into that deck right there.
And that's
cheap.
That's not
That's
an
on the
that's,
cheap
expensive
side.
deck.
yeah. No,
Now-
I mean that's just 100 cards right there. And that's
Yeah.
it.
But
So-
the worst thing about and we'll talk about it next week, but I mean
Mhm.
you just can go down that rabbit hole of,
yeah.
that's why we like the living
This is
card
not
game.
that episode.
But
No.
that's
Yeah.
next episode.
But you guys have to
We're
tune
teasing
in
the
next
episode.
so that you
Teasing
can
it,
weigh in.
for sure.
Teasing,
Because
Mhm.
I'm not gonna let my feelings be known right now.
Okay. All right.
Not yet.
Yeah. So my journey is a little different because I'm a little older than you guys. So I started out playing
Oregon Trail.
that too.
Yes,
Um,
that has a
but-
special place in the heart.
Don't knock the Oregon Trail
That's
there.
my.
I
Special
had a
place in
lot
the
of
heart
Yeah.
and
We
in
had
the
some
bowels
dysentery going on.
from when you get
Actually,
the dysentery.
Did you know they made an Oregon Trail board game?
Shut up.
I shit you not. They made
I
an
gotta
Oregon
have
Trail
What?
board game.
dysentery. I see what you
Yes.
did there.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So is my turn yet? I'm just
Yes.
Sorry, go
for,
it. Yeah,
for a
sorry,
friend.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Were we talking over you, Bronner? Were we mansplaining
sorry,
Oregon Trail?
I'm totally used to talking over everybody, and everybody's talking over me.
Go
This
ahead,
is
Bronner.
awesome. That's what happens
We're-
when she tells
We're all
me
ears. Tell
This
us
is good
about it.
to
fun.
keep my volume down.
Ears.
We're all ears. Hello.
Mhm.
So I started with the actual original red box Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. You
Mm.
know, I bought all the Gary Gygax little modules and books and whatnot. And and there was a group of friends. I mean, it was very Stranger Things like. I mean, I had a very group of friends, and I grew up in California, so they were all child actors. Like they had all been on like TV series, or
No names.
one guy was like on like Swiss Family Robinson Disney movies. I mean, just just like I mean, it was pretty much all of them. So
Mhm.
they were really good at playing the game. So I was trying to learn from them because, of course, they were actors. So this is what they were supposed to do, and they kind of honed their chops in doing so. So I was pretty impressed with that. And then I got into a little bit of computers and stuff. But when I spent $3,000 on a 1 megabyte, no, wait, 1 megabyte of RAM and 52 megabyte hard drive. And this was a business computer that cost me $3,000. I'm like, yeah, this is before they
Back in the good old
had
days.
computer shows and whatnot.
Hmm.
But you got to remember that when I watched TV, I turned the dial like this, and I had
I
rabbit
I grew up
ears,
like that
and
too. Click
yeah.
click 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 click
So
click 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 click. Yep.
Yep.
yeah, with the click and the tinfoil on the rabbit
Uh huh.
ears just to
Yes.
get it
Mhm.
going
And
on and stuff. Black and white
uh,
TV, by the way. So
yep.
Wow.
um,
You're
yeah,
And
old,
so
sharp
Connor.
pliers for the
You
knob that always
are
went missing too.
old.
So
yeah, I
your
had to have
journey
to
is
switch knobs
long.
Yep.
from the top to the
Yep.
bottom.
Yep. Yep. I
I
had that.
think
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think we've had this conversation before. It's deja vuing me,
Hmm.
but and then I just continued playing, and then probably in my early 30s, I got into Magic the Gathering, and I played from beta,
Mm.
and I had thousands of dollars invested into Magic the Gathering, and I left all that stuff to my son, so who knows how much it's worth.
Me too,
I just
cosplay.
I just want I just want you to know that like some of the just the land cards that I had are worth hundreds of dollars now.
Hmm.
So I did
It's
a quick little
ridiculous.
thing just in like one binder in my mind, and it was like $50,000. And I kid you not, it would have
Yep.
probably paid for a brand
Yep.
new house if I would have really kept it for all these years.
If you'd have known then,
Hmm.
It's the
That's always
same.
how it
It's
goes.
the same
Jeez.
old
Oh yeah.
story.
yeah. That's why
But
we have all this junk.
yeah,
I mean
that's
stuff.
Hmm. Yes. Stuff.
Hmm.
Stuff. Yes.
as you
Hmm.
can tell, I'm a
That's
huge
it. That's mint
Batman
in
nerd
box,
too.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all mint
Hmm.
in
So
box.
what
I've never
category would you put your geekdom in?
Wow. I would say I was a role player that transitioned into comics and fantasy, mostly fantasy novels. I loved like the OG Battlestar Galactica and
Oh
and,
yes, I
and
love
those kind
Battlestar
of shows.
Galactica.
One
But
of
I
my good
Yeah.
friends growing up, his dad was actual Apollo on the
Oh,
original
Kokomi, that's
Battlestar
awesome.
Galactica. so,
wow.
so I got to
S-
hang out like in Braemar or wherever, Beverly Hills, wherever he lived, and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dude,
Nice.
that's
It
cool.
was, I
That is
mean,
cool.
that was kind of my
You're showing
journey.
off.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are name dropping a little bit right here. A
You
little
are
name
I
showing
dropping.
off.
mean, it's
Hmm.
That's what I
okay.
do.
That's
And
all
you've
right. You know
lived as
what?
long as I
You
have,
If
know,
you
right?
got it, flaunt it. And
That's
I don't
true.
got it.
flex,
Hmm.
runner. You flex that. You
You
flex
flex.
that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There you
Right?
go. Yeah.
My story's a little different
Ooh.
because I did not really start embracing my geekdom until it was about the summer after that my dad had passed. And I really just said, fuck
I
it.
remember that moment. I
I,
had that same moment.
growing up, my dad put me in all the sports. Like I was not a nerd, I was a tomboy. And I played basketball, I played baseball. In high school, I played volleyball,
Volleyball?
Hmm. Volleyball. That's
volleyball,
a fun game.
It's a new
Hmm.
sport.
water polo, and then I blew out my knee, so I couldn't play anymore. So I blew out my knee,
Jeez.
lost my dad. I was like, fuck it. My best friend at the time was in theater, So I joined the drama club
Mhm.
and I fell in
Different avenue.
love.
Oh.
Like geekdom coming out your ears. I say ears because this is
Theater.
a
You
family
were a
friendly
theater
show.
nerd, weren't you?
I was a
Theater
theater
geek.
nerd. I was
Hmm.
She's
vice
she's a
president
thespian.
of my
Ooh.
thespian
She is
club.
a thespian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
Vice
right.
president.
Impressive.
No, tell me it's not so.
It is true.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
It was such
It
an
is.
honor. You guys have
Mhm.
no idea. Like this award,
So it's
it
my
means so much to
daughter,
me.
Arugs.
Yes,
My
good job,
daughter's
good
a
job,
band
good job.
geek.
I
What'd you
did.
play?
I did do band in middle school. I played the flute. Uh, but that's a whole different story.
The skin?
I didn't go to
Flute players. Yeah.
band camp.
The
I did not go to band
flautist.
camp.
Yes.
But after that, like I got into reading, and I really gravitated
Gravitated.
Yeah.
toward it. I'm gonna use that.
Gravitated
I gravitated
Gravitated. I like. I'm gonna go.
That's a new word.
Gravitated. It's the new word. Yep.
to
Add it.
fantasy novels, a little bit of sci-fi. Um,
Mostly fantasy.
it's mostly fantasy, but then like as I get older, it's the comics, it's the D&D. It's
Mhm.
I never got into Magic. I grew up poor.
She
We ain't buying
but
cards.
she played another card game that was a living card game. So
I did play another
she-
card game.
She's got mad skills when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I'm just not paying that. That's my.
Yeah, fair enough. She's
I
a
get
little
that.
on the cheaper side.
I pinch pennies.
She pinches
That
That's
makes
why I
sense.
can get all this stuff.
That's how she spoils you, is because she
Yep.
pinches pennies.
Exactly.
That's
I'm good
right.
with money. Really.
Hmm.
But it was really the theater that took off for me. And then from there, it was just like the geek world opened up.
Mhm.
I just have never heavy gotten into gaming, like typical.
Yeah, as you
I
can tell,
enjoy it, but I just didn't get heavy into it.
Hmm.
as you can tell by my stature, I mean, I'm a big dude, and of
Are
course the coaches are going to be like, "Yeah, you're playing football," and and I loved it, and I played football, so I was like I don't know if closet nerd is a thing,
It absolutely is a thing.
It really
Yes.
but
Mhm.
but that
Yes,
was
There-
me. That was me
Mhm.
until I graduated and I was able to just say fuck it. I'm living my life
Yep.
kind of thing.
Mhm.
You know?
Yep. So that's the whole point of Let Your Geek Flag Fly, is that there are so many people who, like, maybe the friends that you make, or you find yourself surrounded by, aren't aren't geeks, or they are not letting their flag fly, and so
Yeah.
you kind of get this, well, in order for me to fit in, I can't be this other thing, I can't show
Right.
this, and so you kind of keep it quiet for the longest time, and you're not really being true to yourself.
That's what
And
I
what's
did.
funny is some of the times the people you're around also are feeling the same way, but no one's talking about it.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
Nobody
there's
talks
there's-
about Bruno.
It does
No,
come full
yes.
circle though, because some
Mhm.
of the people I played with, like football with, like when we got out of high school, we'd reconnect, or I'd see them like at a party, and like they'd be like, not even a party, it'd be a get together over a nerd's house that I happen to be friends with, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" "Oh, we're playing poker." "They're playing D&D." "They're not playing poker."
I will tell
You're
you,
not
if you would
fooling
like to give up
anybody.
your
Mhm.
money, we could play poker together.
Oh yeah, she's a mad dog poker. Like she like Billy.
I'm not allowed to play poker with his friends anymore.
I have a
because
friend
I took all
Billy.
their
He's
money.
since
Really?
passed away, but she took all his money. Poor thing.
I was buying chicken
Poor thing.
nuggets.
She's a shark.
Hmm.
I
Interesting.
mean, she
You know?
and on like multiple levels, and it's really hard to play any kind of games because I'm a big board game nerd too.
Oh yeah,
Like
board
we
games.
play board games every Tuesday night, so
Where do we put those?
she never loses at anything she does, and it's really annoying.
I'm very
because
competitive.
I'm like pretty good at a lot of things, but she always has to be better than me. What's that all about?
Anything
What's that
I
about,
can
do,
Pep
I
Pep?
can do better.
That's
Oh,
like trauma
Are
from
we
you.
unloading trauma?
Different show.
Different show. That's not this show. What's your
Sunday
like?
one.
You play board games, GBB?
So I'm kind of a little bit of everything kind of nerd. Like I got my D&D.
Like, what's your
I've
board
got
game of
Magic.
choice?
Board game. Pandemic.
Ooh.
It's fun. It's a lot of
There's a lot
fun.
of them.
So
The Cthulhu
yeah,
one's really good,
Yeah.
the Cthulhu one is awesome. It really is. Yeah.
where you have to close
So.
all these portals and stuff like that. What about?
Hmm.
I like the legacy version of board games. That's what's always fascinated me is where you can actually buy a board game and it's
Ow,
being a
my
legacy
foot.
board game, and it would take you years and years to finish. Like, and I know that you would have to have the same group of people play, but
Yeah.
if you have a tight group like that, those legacy games are pretty incredible, and they stand the test of time too. So
I, growing up, it was always just me and mom. So those didn't really work out so well. We did simple games like Sorry.
Oh, I love
Stuff.
Sorry.
I
Oh
love, yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Candyland.
Yes.
That was
Candyland.
Yes.
no,
Candyland.
this is
Shoots
this.
and ladders.
No, those aren't board games.
Yeah, they are. Risk.
No, they're not.
What do you
Risk was
call
good.
them?
I just I just
Risk
got
was
into
good.
the Settlers of Catan. That is a
I
good
have
one.
wanted to play
Yeah.
that but
I
haven't.
love that one.
Play the Star Trek version of Catan.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If you play Catan, play the Star Trek version. It's the best
Hmm.
version out there. I don't like. I'm not a big huge Trekkie kind of guy. I love the new Trek
Hmm.
with like the new people. You know,
Yeah.
playing. I mean, they look a lot alike. I mean, the guy does. What's his name? Chris Pine.
Yeah.
He plays a good
Hmm.
Kirk. I mean, I like that series, and I like the OG, but I liked Next Generation probably the best. But I was never a huge Trekkie like that. But you don't have to
Yeah, I
be
wasn't
in
really.
order to
Yeah.
play that.
Yeah.
I was probably a bigger Star Wars fan than I was Trekkie,
Definitely
but
bigger.
I'm gonna be really honest. I
Hmm.
wasn't
Really?
I wasn't absolutely huge on either one. Like, I definitely like Star Wars over Trek, but again, I'd rather go play D&D. So
This is why I love you. I
Hmm.
enjoy them. Don't get me
oh
wrong.
yeah, absolutely,
I could
absolutely.
I
watch them
love them.
over and over and
Hmm.
over again.
But I'm not like they're the end
All right,
all be
cosplayer, you
all.
have a good night,
Bye,
buddy.
cosplay.
Bye. Yeah. What about Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. Oh yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
I've seen them all. I've seen the
Extended cuts.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
and then the new Hobbit ones with Smog, and those were. We went to the double feature midnight release of that one, and that was a long
good,
night,
buddy.
but well worth it.
What about Pet Pet?
So,
Are you Star Wars or Star Trek?
Oh, Star Wars.
It's just
I'll
better.
have you know that what was Star Wars 72?
I don't know. I wasn't
No,
born.
76 maybe 76.
There's
All
a
I
few
know
of 'em.
is that Star Wars and Indiana Jones and all of those movies, we camped out in Hollywood in line to watch all of those movies. And it was epic. I mean, it's part of the building blocks of my life, really. 75. Thank you, April.
77.
So, 77
Oh, yep.
78.
for Star Wars New
A
Hope.
new
79.
No.
Hope was
80.
May 25th, 1977.
Okay. So
That's what Google says.
77. So I was 9 years old when the first movie came out.
Mm.
And
I wasn't.
yeah, I'm telling you that when you see movies like that, and then you kind of transition into like the Jurassic movies,
Oh
and
my god.
like, oh my god,
Kokomi, I'm stealing that idea.
it just
I love that.
ignites every single one of your nerd senses, and you just have to, you have to have some kind of experience along those lines.
Yeah.
I think, like camping out. A lot of people camp out to
Yeah.
get like a new release on a video game. I remember
Yeah.
Jay was talking the other night. Him and Don Darrow like camped out overnight, like on the eve of his wedding or something, just to get a video game. I mean, people do
jeez.
that.
I've
Yeah.
never camped out
It-
like that, but I have done midnight releases before. I've done several
Yeah.
of those. But it wasn't camping out. It was more of just kind of waiting in line for
So
half an
listen,
hour.
See,
I'm just
my
gonna
stores
let my
were so
geek flag.
small that we were able to just hang out inside the store, wander around,
Yeah.
hang out with the friends, all that stuff, and
The
then
only thing that I ever camped out for um was Backstreet Boys tickets.
Bioshock.
I
back,
was
kids,
little.
back,
It was the
kids,
thing.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right.
do.
Mm-hmm. Backstreet's
We
back.
need that sound clip.
There you go.
Yes.
Where's that sound? Where's that button on the touch portal? Where's the
Jay's,
Backstreet Back
Jay's
button?
right.
I gotta figure out how to make touch portal work.
BSB for the.
BSB for the BSBN.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I
There
couldn't
you go.
articulate just now.
Backstreet Boys
We need
Network.
that
Is that
touch
portal.
what we're saying here?
Backstreet Boy Network. I'm liking it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, Twilight was another thing that people just lost their minds
I
for.
just couldn't get into it.
It's a different thing. I mean, some people were like, Anne Rice kind of vampire story type people,
Mm-hmm.
and some people just loved the Twilight books. I mean, crazy.
I tried to separate my prior knowledge base for vampirisms from the Twilight movies, and they weren't as bad. It lost me at the sparkly. We're
Yes,
sparkly in the sun.
that's where
Yeah.
that's where they lost me.
It lost me so bad. That was the only part when I was watching the movies that I came off the couch. I was like, nope, I'm done with this. No.
See, now I found them
just-
pretty good, actually.
Yeah, he liked them.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Like
what?
by themselves, if you don't try to compare them against, like Dracula and stuff like that,
Interview with a Vampire.
they're good stories. Yeah, Interview with a Vampire. Thank you.
Lestat.
You know,
And the
you
movie
don't
was
try-
horrible
if you don't try
compared to the
compare
books,
it with
really.
those. Oh yeah. But yeah, they are decent stories by themselves. For
Now,
them.
I will say that I have been told the books are way better.
The Twilight
They
books.
always are.
Yeah, way better.
Oh yeah, always.
Like they just tried too hard on the movies to make it
Yeah.
something.
Commercial.
Yeah.
Commercialize them.
Was
Queen of
Edward
the
is
Damned.
was Edward
That
as
is my best
brooding in the
friend's
books?
favorite.
Ooh.
That is amazing.
What was that?
Queen of the Damned.
In the books, did they make Edward as brooding as he was in the movie?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he got his
Uh,
inspiration from somewhere,
yeah.
So
brooding.
I don't know that there was a better movie series. Like, I mean, progressively, I would say Star Wars, then jumped to. I mean, I was like, there was this huge void between Star Wars and Lord of the Rings for me personally. I know they tried little things here and there, Conan.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Really?
don't even know what time that or when that was released or whatever.
What about Resident Evil?
Resident Evils, I mean, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it bridged the gap a little bit, but I mean, when you're talking about Lord of the Rings, that was just a masterpiece, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
See, I enjoy Lord of the Rings, but I am by no means like a fanboy. I'm by no means I like. Oh, it's good. It's yeah, it was great. Okay, that
Yeah,
was it.
I enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm also kind of that
entertaining.
way with Star Wars, and a lot of the things I enjoy, I'm not obsessive over. Except for Firefly. That's where I
Yes.
fanboy.
That's a series
Firefly.
that just died way too soon, way before its
That's
time.
a Fox. That was
It
that's a Fox
did.
killed. Yeah, killed by Fox.
That was
Fox
just
killed it from the
wrong.
beginning, from
Oh,
day
no.
one.
No. Not only did they kill it, they made a movie to make sure that the ashes never rose again. Like,
Never,
yeah.
ever.
That was.
Yep.
There's
that
no
was
coming back from it.
heart-wrenching. Yeah.
Mhm.
What
Yeah.
a great series!
Oh.
though. Well written.
It was.
They were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, you had
Funny.
hope."
It was hilarious.
Let's fix
too.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore. We're
See,
gonna run
and
your
I
book
don't
through the
get.
wash.
I'm the same way. I don't get like obsessive over stuff. I like things. I enjoy them. The exception for me is Bronner, do you know the answer to that?
Exception for what?
Oh.
What I get obsessive over?
Backstreet Boys? Didn't we cover
No.
this already?
It's a root.
Oh,
She gets
Bronner.
obsessive over a root.
It is a
right?
Rooks. It is. But
You get obsessed
Hey,
over Roogs. That makes
Jeffrey.
sense.
my geek stuff.
Got it.
What do I geek obsess
well,
over?
We
Harry,
geek out
Harry
over
Potter.
No.
No?
No?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nope. I'm questioning our relationship at this point. If you can't answer,
Grease?
Oh,
Rocky Horror.
no. I do love Rocky Horror though.
I'm telling you.
Forgotten Realms.
Forgotten Realms. Oh,
Oh,
I was
Legend of
never
Dritz.
gonna get that.
she was a Dritz fan.
I am a
She's,
Rick Warren.
total
she's-
Dritz fan.
I think she's on book 30 or something in that series.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Yeah, she's serious. I'm like on book 22
Nice.
or 23.
Oh yeah. Hold up. Wait right there.
Oh,
This show and tell.
Uh-oh.
Oh. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm scared. Don't bring out the big one. What?
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, I just
still
she hasn't even
sealed and
cracked it.
everything.
I
I
haven't
bought
cracked
that
it
for her
yet.
birthday.
Nice.
And I bought her one of those like little bathtub little things where you put your book and your wine.
I
Oh,
am.
there you
It
I'm
was,
a
go.
it was a combo.
A little
We have-
swap. Yep.
Literally boxes and boxes
Yeah.
of books.
Wow.
We're both avid readers, but she
Mhm.
is just when it comes to the what's his name again?
Salvatore.
Yeah,
R.A.
the R.A. Salvatore.
Mhm.
When she,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it is about the way he writes.
It
You
was
could
the
just-
first one. It was the Icewind Dale trilogy, and I was hooked. It was all over.
What is Shadowcast? Kagome saying we need to go to Shadowcast. What is that? Tell
Oh,
us what
God.
it is.
Y'all need to go to a Shadow Cat.
I didn't know
Oh,
what
is that where they put on the productions of Rocky Horror Picture Show and
acted
the
out?
audience-
Audience
the
participation.
audiences
Oh yeah.
dresses up and plays in the play also, and
Yeah,
I
they
heard-
acted out.
They
as
give
it's
you
that's
like
what it
going.
is, yeah.
newspapers and stuff. Shannon's done that.
Yeah.
oh no, like
They do midnight
can have
showings,
full
like-
on like noisemakers, and
Yeah.
there are people
Yeah.
who
Mhm.
dress like drag, and oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah, now that you mention it.
you are encouraged to sing as loud as you want during the song.
Oh, we are doing the
Nice.
time work.
Yes. Oh yeah,
We are doing it.
doing it.
Yeah, you know they did that a lot, like midnight shows in California.
Oh,
the
I
Rocky
love
Horror.
Catterly. Sorry.
Aw.
We're bonding over here. We're
Yeah,
bonding.
that was
Yeah.
good though. The Catterley
Mm.
Quintet. That he's what was he? He's the cleric. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
With
pickle.
Yeah.
With
I
pickle
love
and onion.
Pickle.
No, pickle. What was his other brother's name?
Oh, don't do that. You put me on the spot.
Uh-oh.
You can't ask me because if you ask me, I'm going to forget. But if it just comes to me
Yeah,
that's-
organically, then
yeah.
it's
Well, I have to
That's
find
normal.
that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another thing that we found a couple of years ago. and
Ivan. It was Pickle and Ivan. Boulder Shoulder.
Yeah, Boulder Shoulder. If you were,
Look at me.
if anybody's really like diehard Star Wars fan, in Atlanta they have a Star Wars burlesque
They do.
that we had been
Really?
wanting to go to for a couple of years, and I think this might be the year.
Ooh, y'all should do that.
Look a bear over there.
Hey, Sean, I'm feeling a BSN
Road trip?
Road trip?
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could happen.
There's nothing wrong
I
with
think it's so.
Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Peaches.
I can't hear anybody.
Welcome back, cosplayer.
Hey. Hey,
Hello.
cosplayer.
Hello.
You missed the best part.
Yep, you did.
What was the best part?
Forgotten
Well,
Realms.
you'll have to go back and watch the
Oh,
episode
yeah.
again.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you'll have to go back.
Or
and
I
watch
could
the
just keep
show.
talking about it.
Is
No,
there?
Good.
I
I
mean,
mean,
is there?
I'm-
Do you have favorite novels? I mean, favorite movies, favorite novels. I mean, I want to know what the building blocks were. You're not just a computer nerd. I mean, you have other
no,
layers.
no. Oh no, no.
Onions
I'm
have layers.
D&D,
cakes
I
have
am, like,
layers.
Ogres
like
have
I said,
layers.
Layers.
a little bit of everything all kind of rolled into one. You know, I've got I've got my Viking culture over
Oh
here.
yeah.
You got your
I've got
D20
the
mace.
got my D20 mace. I've got, I got my die right here. I'm fidgeting with it even. Heck.
My
Um,
snake.
you
My
know,
snake's name is Odin
oh,
Of course it
okay.
is.
because
See,
a friend of mine has a snake and hers is Freya.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
It's a boy and a girl thing.
I get, yeah, it is. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I
That
mean,
was a
and
good video
I'm into the
game.
magic. I
God
also
of
kind of
Yes.
War.
tweak with stuff I've made, electronic stuff for things. But favorite, oh man, I'm gonna have to come back to the favorite book series. But movies, I think the movie I've watched the most, I've never get tired of this movie, would be Labyrinth.
Oh hell yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you're on the
that's.
list now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bear, you're on our list now, so you know what that means.
Hey, all right.
This just got creepy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm a creepy
So like
dude.
that's I think that's really like my building block. Like I love that. I have fond memories of me, my mom, my brother watching Labyrinth, sing along with it. It's
Oh yeah.
yeah. Um I listen I don't read books. I have ADD or ADHD, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
really hard for me to sit down and read books.
I feel
Um
that.
That's my
so
brother.
I
He's the same
do
way.
yeah. So I do audiobooks though. And I've really gotten into a set of books that are called graphic audios, and they're a lot like the old time radio productions where it's, they say he walked in the door and you hear a door creak open.
Oh.
And when
That's like
there's
the NPR.
battle scenes,
That's like
yeah,
NPR style.
yeah. Oh, they sound fantastic though. Like
Yeah.
they're talking about a battle scene in the background. You hear swords clinking together, and like
Nice.
they are
But it's not
fantastic.
cheesy.
No, no, they're
Yeah.
really well done. Like so I've been kind of getting into those. It's not a real big library right now, but they are
Mm-hmm.
growing. But yeah, the graphic audios are they're my
See, I'm the
favorite so far.
opposite. If I try to do an audiobook, I can't focus. I
Mm-hmm.
like I
I'm
just
the same
can't
way.
get it.
Yep.
But if I pick up a book, that's it.
Oh
Mm,
yeah.
3 hours later, you're gonna find me
yeah.
still reading.
Say I throw my earbud in at work, and while I'm working, I'm listening to an audiobook, and I keeping up with both things. Like I have to distract the ADHD side of my brain with
Yeah.
something. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If you keep your focus on 5 different things, you're able to
mhm.
focus better. Yeah.
Yes, exactly,
But
exactly.
I think that I don't mind. I listen to podcasts and stuff, whether
Mhm.
it's true crime or if it's,
What? You cheating on
fantasy
us?
or Stephen King. I'm a big Stephen
Yeah.
King fan.
Oh
So
yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
love reading his books and
Oh, goosebumps. Hell yes.
yeah,
Hmm.
those were kind of building blocks. A lot of people used Goosebumps. I used like The Stand and It.
Yeah.
Those were
Jay,
my
I'm gonna
building
need a
blocks.
copy of that, please, Jay. I need that so much in my life. He's got 100. He's got the complete
Ooh.
146 book collection of the
Wow.
Deathland audios. Yes, yeah, and they're all the graphic audios. Yes, sir. Me and you need to talk, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little
We're
pirating
just
action
bringing
going.
people together.
We
Yes,
are.
yes.
That's what we do here at CCTV.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we do? We don't offend people at
Yes.
all.
No, no, not at all. We
No,
don't start
ever.
arguments at all on this show.
No,
Ever.
we
Mm-mm.
embrace
Mm-mm.
everybody.
We
No, we've
do.
had a
As long as you remember that I'm always right, we'll never argue.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Good to know. Mm-hmm.
and you know how the older you get, the more you think you're experienced and have lived life and done the right things, and then all of a sudden you have this
Mhm.
beautiful young woman that just blows that all to hell and says, "I'm
Mhm.
always right." Yeah, it happens to be true, and it's
It's all about
very
priorities.
annoying.
All about priorities. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
still annoying.
We have a
Hmm.
really comfy bed. If you like sleeping there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
She
can
makes
sleep
valid points.
anywhere. I'm
She
like
does.
narcoleptic.
So, cosplayer, I have to ask you a question. If you're a
Ooh.
Stephen King fan, how did you feel about the movie Dreamcatcher?
No.
Oh.
How did you feel about it? That's a good question. Because some people hated it. Some people are like adamant that it was just
It was
the
horrid.
worst movie in the world. And then there are people that are like, no, it was great. So I want to know.
I don't think there's been a good Stephen King movie.
Langoliers? I thought Langoliers was
That
good.
was amazing.
I like the
That
language.
was-
I was just thinking that when
You
she
never
said
saw
that.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's your
Um,
homework. Cosplayer, you got to
the-
watch it.
The original The Stand. Thought that was
Yeah.
good.
With
It?
Gary Sinise.
Yeah.
Yes.
It when I was a kid, it was the first movie that I had to change the channel sometimes. Cuz back, when it first came out, that's when it was pretty scary. It was a kid.
Cujo.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've read the books before I saw the movie, so a little bit on the disappointed side. But I can see how people
Tim
would be
Curry.
very, very scared.
Tim Curry is
Tim Curry could do anything.
Tim Curry.
He's
yes.
the man, the dude.
That man looks better at fishnets than I do. Okay.
Okay, so I want to ask a question here since we're talking geek flag here.
Mhm.
What is the first thing or the most pronounced thing that you saw Tim Curry in?
Clue. Well, It and then Clue.
Go ahead. What about you, babe?
What is it? The question?
When you
A
think of Tim
narcoleptic.
Curry, what movie or what do you
What-
think of him in?
Rocky Horror.
Where were you introduced to Tim Curry?
Rocky Horror and Legend.
Legend.
There you go, Legend.
Legend.
Yeah, that's a good one. So
I-
my
Kind of wanted to bone the devil. Just gonna say.
So did I.
Everybody did.
mine
was
was
odd.
actually the same as Sean's Clue, but then Ferngully because he played Nexus in
Yeah.
Ferngully.
Oh,
sure did.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yes.
haven't heard that movie in forever.
Robin Williams was in Ferngully too, I think.
Yep,
Robin
he was
Williams.
Batty.
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
he was Batty.
Does
Oh,
anyone
that
know him from
Yep.
Down Periscope?
Doesn't sound
Who,
familiar.
Tim Curry?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hold
Tim
please.
Curry was in.
Let's
Down
see if this is-
No, I think that was Tim, another Tim.
No, I'm pretty sure that was Tim Curry, if I remember correctly.
Mm.
That was Tim, what's his name? The guy that played Dorf on Golf.
Talking about Tim. Oh, we're IMDb in this thing right now, aren't we?
We are.
We are, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Muppet Treasure Island. There you go.
Oh yes.
Hunt for Red October.
That
Is
was
that
a
what you're
great
thinking?
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a Tim Curry.
I could have sworn
Yeah,
that Tim Curry was in Down
It
Periscope.
wasn't down Periscope though, was it? Tim, what's
was-
his name?
Kelsey Grammer, Bruce Dern, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider, Bruce.
What
Rip
movie? I must be
Torn.
thinking of it. Okay, I gotta figure out what movie I'm thinking of then.
I'm thinking
That's
of
what
the
I was like,
original.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
It was-
one.
Oh,
one of those
Petticoat
cheesy-
Junction or something.
It was one of those cheesy movies
Mm.
later in his career.
No, the cheesy was the Home Alone.
That was not cheesy. That was great.
Nah.
That was great.
Home Alone was good.
Home Alone was good. Maybe the
Mhm.
first one was all right.
Yeah, Home Alone. Yeah, the first one was good. I mean, it had its holes and like who the heck owns a house like that and that many and that big of a family and like how much what does he do for a living? But the movie in itself was decent. The rest
Who
of
could
them,
afford
It
to
was good.
fly all that family somewhere on
Mhm.
vacation?
I'm going down the rabbit
No one's
hole.
taking vacation.
I gotta put this down.
Yeah, get out of the rabbit hole.
Going down the IMD rabbit.
Yes,
But
I like reading
there
the
was just
trivia in
something
IMDb.
about him.
I do too.
We need to have a trivia night
I'm
on
horrible at trivia.
CCTV.
Mhm.
Okay, so am I, Ray. We'll be
I also
horrible
want to
together.
do like a finish the lyrics
We'll be the cheerleaders.
kind of thing.
Yes, there we go.
I think
I'm
it'd be great fun.
I'm good with trivia when it's the other team's question, but once it's my
Yes.
team's question, I suck at it. No, it's terrible.
Right.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
There's something about that. The
Terrible
question is
trivia.
coming at me where my brain
Yeah.
just goes.
I'm the same way. Don't ask me anything because I'll forget.
McHale's Navy. That was it. Thank you. Thanks, Jay. I knew it was a Navy movie.
I don't
Oh,
remember that
okay.
one.
Yeah.
I just
Huh.
can't remember that he lived like around the corner from me. That guy that played Dorf on golf. His name was Tim
Yes,
something.
Tim. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Oh, that's a long time ago. Yeah. He was the
Hey,
one that was on the Carol
listen.
Burnett. He was on the Carol
Yeah.
Burnett show. He
Yeah,
ad libbed
Careful what
almost
emphasis you
everything.
put on long.
yeah, he was on there with like
Long.
Harvey Korman. Harvey Korman was also. See, I'm a big Mel Brooks fan,
Mm.
so
Oh hell yeah.
I love me some Harvey Korman and
Mhm.
all of that group. Anything Mel Brooks did was just amazing to me. But
Yes,
nothing could be as
I love that
really as
movie.
Tim Conway.
amazing.
That's it. April got it.
Tim Conway, thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
April for the win.
Thank you, April.
Mhm.
You are the best.
Yay.
But Batman really is the best reason to be a nerd or a geek or
Is
whatever
it?
you want to
Is it
call
though?
me or
Is it
pigeonhole
really?
me.
Is it the
Yeah,
best?
See,
Is
it's
okay,
the
it?
but
Batman, the best.
I don't know.
I'm about to lose some points here. Is it really Bronner though? Is it
Yeah.
really?
Right. Is
Listen, you
it?
can't
I'm
be on the show
sorry. I'm
ever
sorry.
again.
But
Fair?
I'll
Mm,
bring
I
you.
will.
It's okay.
I still love you for you wanting to be a Batman fan. Like that's okay.
Wanting to be a
I will
Batman
see.
fan?
Yeah.
I have a shrine
Yes.
in my house
I see this,
to the Caped
and it is
Crusader.
Hold
fantastic.
on.
mhm.
I
Hold on.
like it may not be my thing, but I appreciate your nerddom behind you. It is
Yes.
impressive. I
You have
will give you
embraced it
will give you props
Trust
for
very
that.
me.
much.
I know.
Yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Most of it I
Ray, do you
bought for
ever?
birthdays
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
Ray,
History
do
of
you
the
ever feel
World.
like you're playing second fiddle to Batman?
all the time.
Yeah.
I-
Okay.
Only
All
when
the
I
time.
make her dress up as Batman.
In the bat suit.
No, I always have to
Oh,
be Catwoman.
oh,
Catwoman
oh
to his
yeah.
I
Batman.
gotta
And
lift the
Gotcha.
Selena
bat.
Lyle,
That's it. That's it.
All right.
I'm happy with
There
it.
we
What
go.
were you
we're
gonna
doing
go
that
get?
story arc.
Yeah.
You were about to go get something. What was it?
Oh no, I just move.
Okay.
I'm a
Just
fidgeter.
moves.
It
So what
happens.
do what are
I
we
do
doing this
too.
week?
Yeah.
Oh, we
It's
should
that time.
totally break open Batman penis.
Wait, what? That's a whole different
Bat,
show.
what?
That is really
That's
a
a
whole
different
different
show.
show. But I do have a comic
He
with
has a comic
his pee in it.
that is not
Fantastic.
censored, and they
It's
didn't
not
catch
censored.
it.
They
And
didn't catch it on the first run.
Oh man.
Wow.
Okay.
I
Nice.
got
Some
two
artist got
copies.
away with that one.
Where is it?
Someone
No,
did.
Oh,
I
you
packed
put it away.
Yeah.
You bagged and boarded it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Put it
Yeah.
away. I don't.
So,
Yeah. What's
got
coming
between the
up this
cracks.
week?
Camino.
okay. So coming up,
Hey, Calvino.
let's see. Tomorrow or actually, I guess later tonight. Now we have Blue Scar Boys Gaming, and then Zarknor After Dark tomorrow at 9 p.m. Uh, it's at 10 p.m. Central. Your guys' time, right? 10 p.m. Or is it 9?
What?
What is tomorrow?
Tomorrow's
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Friday.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's 10
10
o'clock.
o'clock.
Is
So yes,
yeah.
10 o'clock.
Mhm.
Okay,
Friday's
so
Hope too.
so 10 o'clock is Dinks with Kings,
Yep.
followed by Freak Out Fanboy Fridays, and then we have Saturday. We have Saturday Shenanigans with Miko, D&D for D with Great Big Bear right here.
D
We'll be
and
ready
D
to
for
shut into
D.
that.
Ooh, I like
Yes, D&D for Dummies. Yeah, where's your mind going? Jeez, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Is
And
that
then-
like a
and then at
podcast?
Yeah, so
I
I'm
was
gonna be
like, I'm a
talking,
rogue.
breaking it down, and doing making D&D simple, going over things, and
Character
just
building.
teaching how to
Adorable.
build it. I will be doing that at one point. I will
Well, there's
be,
apps for that.
probably bringing on guest people at some point. Wink, wink, Brunner, wink. Hey,
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
yeah.
Strachan.
5E?
I'm gonna start with 5e. I may go into some of the older ones
5E
later,
is like
but
easy.
You're distracting
It
him
is.
from his
It is.
weekly
Streamlined.
rundown.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wakey,
Then
focus.
at 9 p.m. we have community game night.
Oh, that'll be fun. That's
Yeah,
Saturday.
that is Saturday. Sunday is 12 Central, 1 Eastern. Waking up
Mhm.
with Nana and Pep with Sean over here and Rudes at 8:30, 7:30. We know more Blue Scar Boys adventures, and after that, Zarknor After Dark. Monday, we have Auntie and Unc Tell Y'all About It, followed by D101 and a Rugs Happy Hour. We will just raid everybody all the way
Pretty
across the board.
much.
You catch one of
Yep.
us, you'll
Just
catch us
stick
all.
with
So
us.
TGIM.
just stick with it. You know, if you've
Mhm.
come this far,
Hop on the
yeah,
train.
yeah,
All
exactly.
right.
Choot choot.
So,
So who
All right,
who
well,
we
cool.
rating here? We're rating Zarknor.
uh, yeah, I don't know who we have online right now. So it's like Nev is the only one online. So I guess
Yep.
we're rating into.
We are
to
rating
Nev.
right
Yeah.
to Nev.
Yep.
We're gonna
All
go right
right.
into Nev.
What are you guys playing?
Let's rate him hard. I do
They have
believe
no idea.
Miko. We do know what we're
Oh.
playing tonight. Actually,
Ooh.
Miko wanted to actually do wrecked lawnmower wrecked. So, but before we rate out, Kagome did ask for praise, and I've been holding onto this dice to make sure I remembered it.
Okay.
So, Kagome, you are such a sweet and special girl, and you
Best.
are the best kitten I could
Aw.
ever ask for. There you go.
There.
Ah, we love Kagome.
All right. Actually, I think we're
Yes.
gonna
Not
raid.
you.
Kagome's awesome.
I
Kagome.
think we're gonna raid Miko here. So.
Oh, okay.
Let's crank
We're
that up.
Miko.
All right. We are off to
All
Miko.
Well,
right.
thanks for
Yep.
joining us. Next
Yeah,
week we're gonna have
absolutely.
our magical Magic the Gathering and versus all other CCGs and
Oh,
living card games and that kind of stuff. So
I'll
we'll
have
see
my
you
people
next
call your
Thursday.
people. All right, babe.
Yep.
We're raiding
All
over.
right.
Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Love.
Bye.